Okay guys, now we're going to go through the split spin. So what we want to do, almost as soon as this is where we've done one push. So one push straight away. So first things first, hand is facing down for the guy, which is one of the very few times that will happen. So you always have to make sure palm facing down, girl, palm facing up. And we are reaching underneath and we are hooking. We're doing like a hooking motion, okay? With the hand, so the hand is hooked there. You see I'm hooking around. I'm not grabbing with my wrist. You can grab with the wrist, but I would not suggest it because I would not say that is a safe way to do it. And I've seen some people grab over this way, which I have no idea why they would do that. Like, this is the best way. This is the only way you should be doing this trick. And if you do want to do the advanced versions where you do the split twister and the throw out over, then you need to be holding it over, otherwise you just won't be able to do it. So yeah. And the girl here is just trying to maintain her balance, and pretty much the timing really should be as soon as you grab here, she's would bend and then she would try to jump away into this position. Yeah. So here she's now she's trying to jump away and you are pulling up, and we're here and the hips are forward, and we're just trying to get going really, aren't we? So we push here, she jumps away. As soon as she jumps away, she's going to reach straight away for her ankle and she's just going to try to push. And the trick here for the girl is to get this hip, the trick is to get the hip forward. If the hip is not forward, then you'll end up being in this position, which will make it almost impossible to do a split spin. Yeah, if you cannot get your hip through, you cannot really do a split spin and it will look ugly. So here, as you see, the hip is forward, so that's like it ends up in this position. Yeah, otherwise you end up in this position, and as it tries to go up, it ends up bending more because gravity will pull in this direction. Okay, so here you're just pushing around, you're just trying to get speed, and this is a nice position by itself. This is a nice position, and if you wanted to make this even nicer, then this foot that's pointing here, you could have this pointing around. Yeah, so we can always be doing better. So you're just pushing, you're just keeping your momentum here and the hips going forward as always. So you push around and around and around, and what you want to do just before you're about to hit the split spin, you want to let this drop for a second and then you shoot it up. Like, that is a trick. Some people just try to force it up. There's no point. Let gravity help you. So you see I drop, it's dropped, and my whole body drops this way just a little bit, and this has dropped, this has gone up. So this has dropped down and this has gone up at the same time. And then you will see now, as I push up, this is going to try to put it up here, and this is just going to come down into position. So we go here, boom, and then you see the position here. So this shoulder is going to be higher than this one, which is obviously a natural thing, and you just got to keep pushing, you've got to keep forcing here, and you're going to have on the inside, and here you've got your hips forward. But this, you're going to feel a lot of force, guys. Yeah, so what do you want to be doing? You want to be trying to get that nice and straight like that. So you see this is right in the center of my body, and my hand will be right in the center. So they will cross. If you notice, my arms are crossed. They're meeting in the middle, but they're going like this, crossed. Okay, very, very important. So then you'll push around. I mean, look at her position, absolutely beautiful. And this foot is just going around, and this one is pushing. You're just jogging around almost. So push. And this, what you're trying to do, I try to imagine I'm trying to get her into this position. You'll see some people end up in this position because they're going too slow, or they just don't know that is actually the position that you're aiming for, you know. So you're pushing around as fast, as hard as you can, and you just keep going around and around and around and around until you're going to come out. And then when you're coming out, so this is just a split spin by itself. Obviously the girl is holding onto here. Some people grab onto the toe, which when I first started doing this with Natalia, that's what we did, because we saw people do that. But then with Rosie, we realised it looks better and the lines look better like this. So we changed, and now I have all my partners doing it that way. And when you're coming up, you just be like out, and then you're going to bring this down. It's almost a reverse of what you did going in. It literally is. And this is one way to do it. So from here, you're trying to pull up with the elbow, and she is trying to get the foot in, and she's just going to try to get back onto the floor. So here she's aiming for those wheels, and as I say, on quads it's really hard to land this trick, really hard on quads. On inlines it's a lot easier because we do this trick on inlines a lot more, because we skate on inlines a lot more because we're going outdoors, and it's hard. The trick is for her to get her feet underneath her here and to maintain the balance here, to get her body up. Like I'll tell you who's really good at landing this trick is Kimberly Zavetta from Holler and Zavetta. If you can find their video of landing this trick, they do it really good. So here you want to be, let's just go about, so here you want to just get there, and then like as soon as she has her weight on this foot, you can let go, and then she can get her foot in and get her hips up and then get into position just like that.